I feel like a traitor because I'm still close with family members who cut off my sister when we were kids. My parents divorced when I was 3. Dad got us every other weekend and all the major holidays. My sister and I would pack our overnight bags every Friday and wait by the window for his blue pickup truck. Then around 2nd grade, things changed. Dad started showing up and only taking me. My sister would stand at the door with her bag packed and he'd just say she's staying home this time. After a few weeks, she stopped packing the bag altogether. I didn't question it. We fought constantly back then over stupid stuff like who got the TV remote or who ate the last Pop-Tart. I was obsessed with my Game Boy and honestly just happy to have the back seat to myself. I figured she got in trouble again for one of her tantrums. Years went by like that. My sister stopped coming to Christmas at Grandma's, stopped seeing our aunts and uncles, never met our younger cousins. I'd ask Dad why she wasn't coming and he'd get this tight look on his face and say she knows what she did. When I asked Grandma, she'd just shake her head and change the subject. My aunts would get uncomfortable and suddenly remember they needed to check on something in the kitchen. I tried asking my sister once when I was about 14. She looked at me like I'd slapped her and locked herself in her room for the rest of the day. After that, I stopped bringing it up. Last Easter, I'm at Grandma's house for the usual big family dinner. The whole family's there. Dad, my stepmom, all my cousins, everyone's laughing and passing around old photo albums. Someone found pictures from a camping trip we took when I was 5. I'm looking through them and I notice something. My sister isn't in a single photo. Not one. There's me as a little kid holding a fish, me and Dad by the campfire, me with my cousins. But it's like she never existed, like she was erased. I felt sick to my stomach. Made some excuse about not feeling well and left 2 hours early. I stopped and grabbed 2 blizzards from Dairy Queen. Figured I'd surprise my sister and we could watch a movie or something. Try to make up for another holiday she spent alone. When I got home and opened the front door, I heard this sound coming from the living room. She was sobbing. Not regular crying, the kind where you can't catch your breath, where your whole body shakes. The kind of crying that comes from somewhere deep and broken. I just stood there in the doorway frozen. She thought she was alone in the house. She'd never let anyone see her like that. I backed out slowly and closed the door. Sat in my car for 5 minutes, then texted her saying I was grabbing ice cream and would be home in 20. Gave her time to pull herself together. When I came back, she was on the couch scrolling through her phone, eyes red but acting normal. I handed her the blizzard and sat down. We watched some cooking show neither of us cared about. After a while, she said she'd been going through old files on her laptop and found some family photos from when we were kids. Got a little emotional, that's all. But I couldn't stop thinking about it, about that sound, about the photos with her erased. The next week, I called Dad, asked him point blank what my sister did that was so terrible she got kicked out of the family. He got quiet, said it's complicated, not his place to tell me. I called Grandma. She said the same thing, said there are some things better left in the past. I called my Aunt Carol because she always liked me best. She actually got upset with me for asking, said I should respect the family's decision and stop digging up old wounds. Old wounds. My sister was cut off when she was 7 years old. What kind of wound could a 7-year-old cause? Finally, I called Mom, the one person who might actually tell me the truth. She didn't want to talk about it at first, said it would just cause more problems, but I pushed. She got really quiet. Then she said my sister told our grandma that a family member crossed a serious boundary with her during that camping trip, that he came into her room during that camping trip when everyone was asleep. My sister was 7 years old. They didn't believe her. Said she was a troubled kid looking for attention. That she was trying to cause drama because she was jealous I got along better with Dad's family. Grandma told Dad he had to choose and he chose them. They cut off a 7-year-old for speaking up about something no child should ever have to deal with. I hung up and sat in my car for an hour. Then I blocked every single one of them. Dad, Grandma, my aunts and uncles, all of them. I went inside and found my sister in her room. Told her I knew. Told her I believed her. Told her I was sorry it took me 20 years to ask the right questions. She cried again, but this time I didn't leave. This time she wasn't alone.